I wanted to talk about Gen V while we're on TVs and movies, because that's something that you'll absolutely hate, Taylor, because it's more superheroes. It's a boys spinoff where it's the kids who are going to like the superhero school and they're ranked on their power level and stuff. So it's a bunch of college age kids with superpowers who are real horny all the time and fighting each other and killing each other. And their powers are at least a couple of them have powers that are related to like disorders. So the one chick has a blood-based power, so she has to cut herself, right? And it's like,
I didn't really catch that. That was like
she's got to cut herself every time
like
she
a
uses
mental
her powers.
disorder. Yeah.
Her period kills her parents in the first episode. It's rad. She gets her period for the first time, and her period blood goes ham and like takes her whole family.
Wait, the blood itself like
Not
turns into a vapor of poison or what?
Sort of like
picture it like a really deadly whip. You know, she can grab your foot and make you fall. She can slice you.
That's disgusting. I wouldn't let her in my superhero school.
Dude, it is.
They talk
gross.
about that. The dude's like, frankly, it's gross. Like a couple of them say it's gross.
That's disgusting. I also, and it's not sexist. I also wouldn't let a booger related guy in.
It's not just period blood. Like she cuts herself to get access to blood normally.
Typically.
But the first time it happens is when she gets her period as like a young girl, because her powers come on the same time she womanhood does, I suppose. So in any case, that's her power. The other chick, it's an disorder. She has to vomit to get tiny, and she has to gorge herself to get big. And it's like, okay,
this is a spoiler, but I guess Kyle kind of said it.
All the dudes are rapey as fuck. They'll be like, sleep, and you'll wake up with their dick in your face.
Sleep. I didn't do what you thought.
It's Hogwarts with more fucking and sexual assault and
so much
bloods
assault
and shit. I'm really digging the show. I watched the episode as soon as I can.
New episode tonight?
It sounds just gross and dumb, and
these are not disqualifying for me.
I can't believe I feel like you're almost messing with me that there's a period related super.
Oh, dude, it's the worst.
You're hung up on the period part.
He's a little mixed up.
That's the most interesting thing you said.
So she goes to the bathroom and she realizes that she's bleeding, and this is a new thing for her. She doesn't know what's up. Her mom's outside the door knocking on it, and she's like, "Don't come in, don't come in." And it's well acted. The mom is like, I figured this out. Hey, it's okay. This is normal. This is natural. And she enters the bathroom. And then the new superpower chick immediately takes the blood, sends it across the room like a bullet, and kills her mom by accident. Yeah. So then dad walks in the room.
It's like floating in the air, and sort of because she's scared, and like the blood defends her basically. Like by instinct, she uses the blood to basically kill her mother.
But now with dead mom, we have a lot of blood in this room. So it is like a frag grenade when dad walks in and she just blood spurts everywhere. And now dad is like shards of glass in him and blood and all sorts of horribleness. And she just murdered her two parents. And then they put her in an orphanage and she grew up there.
Yeah.
And just never had a period again. And just, I suppose, like, how does that work?
And I continue to have her period. She gained control over her bloody powers. Again, it wasn't
you gotta put that bitch on birth control.
She cuts her hand to make blood come out to use it to do her power.
Yeah, you're a little hung up on the fact that the first time she did it, she discovered it through period blood. But now she just,
you're really fixated
on one of these deals.
Fixated on that one little part.
Well, that seems like a big part.
There's a trans character, but instead of just like identifying, they actually changed to a boy and a girl. Like there's two actors.
Now we're on board. like this is how you know we're not bigots. Now we're on board. I don't.
This is how you know. Like this retarded show.
As soon as that happened, I'd be like, see, it would be perfectly fine for me to fuck the girl because that she's not just pretending to be a girl. Now there's a vagina. Her DNA just changed. That is a girl. And then she's like, boppity boop. And it's that one again is they're trying to be woke, but I feel like they went the wrong direction. They like showed their hand because this character is
the power.
I'm getting
it's a super good fighter.
Yeah, super strength and vulnerability, but they also have the ability to like morph from. I think it's only
like a shapeshifter also.
I think,
but
in
I think
girl
just
mode,
like two people they could be.
I think in girl mode, maybe as strong or something. I think it goes to boy mode to fight and girl mode to fuck, but it goes back and forth. It's fucked as a boy and as a girl. But it's an Asian person.
She fucks a lot and does it well.
It's an Asian person with traditional parents, and they're like, "This is our son."
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, and you can tell she's like, "Motherfucker, come on! I'll be what I want to be when I want to be." And it's like, well, Dad's just trying to introduce you. What's he supposed to say? Like you are a dude right now, and then she's just like, "Boop, now I'm a girl.
I'm a superhero." It's like, but you still not doctor.
The show does a nice job
5.
of making the boy and the girl the same person. Like,
yeah,
they have really similar hairstyles. The length
it might be the same person. It might be the same person.
Really? Maybe I
don't know.
Fooled.
With the way technology works, like they could easily be using the same actor and morphing them just a little bit and just having them stand up straight or some shit. And it's just it might be a really passable trans person who's going back and forth with their appearance. But it could be two fucking actors because it really does look like a girl and a guy. And I like that part too. I think that's supposed to be super woke. But
is it Golden Boy? Is that the person's name?
Yeah, that's Arnold Schwarzenegger's son.
I think he's going to come back.
I saw him explode.
Okay, like days. I don't know how he heals. And days later, there was like a piece of him in the sidewalk crack. The camera like zoomed in on it. Like, oh, there's a little piece of him. And I'm like, for all I know, he's going to heal from that thing.
That would be cool because I wanted to see, when I found out that was Schwarzenegger's son, I wanted to see him act. It's not the one he had with the maid, who's a Hulk of a man. It's one of his Maria Shriver babies, who's like just a handsome guy who does not look like Schwarzenegger, and he's not bulky. He's like a lean, like, I don't know, swimmer's body type guy, but he's super good looking, and you think he's going to be the main. He's the rank. They're very serious about the rankings in this school, and he's number 1. He's Golden Boy. But yeah, this is
not the same people, character, right? Am I? To me,
the forehead's looks to me like the forehead's completely different. But maybe the person's just tilting their head. I can't tell anymore. The world's a lie.
Dude, I'm growing more face blind by the year. At this point, I have to watch television with Jackie, and I'll be like, "Is that the same person?"
Do you mean Jackie has to watch television with you?
She can watch television independently. I'm the lost one. I have to. I need I need a seeing eye dog to tell me, like, is in Rome, Mark Antony grows a beard. I'm lost. I cannot tell that's the person
that
anymore.
Fooled you? He looks so...
Oh my God. I had never any idea.
Pull him up, pull a picture of him up with a beard, without a beard. It's so obviously the same guy.
That might be a disorder. Like you might need to do some flashcards, buddy.
Face blindness is a thing. Some people don't remember faces well at all.
At this point, I'm like, television camera, man, woman, dog, or whatever Trump says with his 5 words. Like I might be losing it. I don't know.
You need color coded.
Yeah. Oh, anyway, I just like, is that person? Is that? Yeah, I can't tell.
Oh, like without getting too deep into it. And while we're on the topic of potential mental illness, get that checked. Our friend.
Can you recognize this guy versus this guy? No. Well,
quiet, Taylor.
Good luck.
I meant to say Kyle. I fucked my.
See, I know you did. I was like, what did you? You had it. See, this is proof positive.
He can't keep us straight. And we look very different.
Jesus Christ. But yeah, Gen V is really good. I like the chick who vomits to get teeny tiny. She's this dude. She just wants to get laid and feel good about herself because she's like got low self-esteem.
And her mission is to get a threesome.
And she gets this dude in her apartment. She's just trying to fuck this dude or dorm room or whatever. And he's like, "Oh, could you make yourself teeny tiny?" And she's like, "Yeah." And she has to go to the bathroom and vomit. Nobody knows that she vomits to do this. And it's real downer. And she comes back and she's like itty bitty. And she's like on his dick. She's like hugging his dick like a yeah. She's like hugging it. And
did he have to be like, I didn't think I had to spell this out. Not this tiny.
No, I think it's what he wanted. Yeah. She's holding his dick. She can't get her arms all the way around. If I recall, I could be wrong.
Yeah.
And she's like stomping his balls, which is
yeah.
It's like, not something I would.
Is that the biggest cock you've ever seen, baby? She's like, proportionately, yeah.
Yeah.
It's 10 times her size. She's hugging it.
Oh, yeah.
She should really, but it's almost her fault for not telling everybody that she has to vomit and gorge herself to utilize the power, because then people wouldn't be as rude about it, probably.
Yeah,
they think she's just like going to the bathroom for no reason. Like, oh, she's kind of being rude. She's not even letting me watch the train. Because I would insist, like, hey, if you're gonna make yourself big or small, like, do it in front of me. I want to see how it works. I want to see you shrink or grow.
There's a scene where she gets big. You remember it?
Of course.
Does she come out naked?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But we don't see any nudity. They film it slyly. Because she's kind of flat chested and she's so enormous, and she kind of comes out on her hands and knees and gets on all fours and does a thing. So yeah, then you don't see any nudity from her. I'm not sure if there is nudity. I don't remember seeing any titties, which is a real shame. I appreciate nudity in my television shows. It makes me feel like it's the real world. When everybody's in bed covering their titties up with a blanket pulled up like it's chilly, I'm like, what? You just got fucked in the ass. Like, are you shy now? Like, what's going on here? Like, it just looks silly when everybody's hiding under the covers. Have some titties out or like some ass cheeks banging.
It's just when they put so much of it that it's like, oh, you didn't have enough to round out an episode. That's what we're doing here. Is you wrote out the script and you realized you were paid short, and so you threw in an extra 120 seconds of this. Game of Thrones did that all the fucking time.
I loved it. When they got away from when they stopped hiring porn actresses literally for major roles, that's when the show started going downhill. That's the girl who plays a whore, who's Tyrion's whore, quote unquote, is a porn star. Like she was a porn star. A lot of them were. All those background actors who were just getting slammed in the back, like that. I loved that part of the show.
I'm hyper fixated on the fact that I can't actually remember any tits in this show. Like, there must be tits because there is a full on gigantic dick that the girl climbs like a tree.
Oh, they show penis?
Testicles and
yeah.
Not even they don't show penis a little. It takes up your entire
it's
screen.
Very woke show.
They show hairy balls. Like
they call PewDiePie a Nazi right away.
Yeah, they call PewDiePie a Nazi in the show.
Yeah.
That's so stupid. They just have to they have to ham-handedly squeeze that shit into fucking everything now.
You're right.
What did PewDiePie do? I've never watched his videos, but that guy, he seems all right by me.
Yeah,
he's just doing games, right?
I've never watched any of his content, but I've seen two things I think they don't like. I'm pretty sure he might have dressed up as a Nazi for Halloween one year, but that might just be imaginary. I do remember, and for those of us who played 1,000 hours of PUBG or more, you know exactly where he was on the map when he dropped that N-bomb. He's going across the bridge to fucking Millie Island on the south east side. And he drops that N-bomb live on stream with like, who knows how many people, probably 50 fucking thousand. And it was like, oh, they didn't let that go for a long time.
Yeah, sounds like they didn't at all if they're bringing it up now in this stupid show.
Yeah. And Schwarzenegger's dick's out too, but they animate it. So his power is he's like fireman or whatever. He's like flame on and his whole body sets on fire. But that means his clothes burn the fuck right off. And the girls are like, yeah, look at that big uncut cock. It has to be uncut, of course, because nothing can cut him because he's Golden Boy. And he's got like a huge swinging fiery cock as he's doing his gym. Like they're like showing off their powers and stuff. And it's just like cock out all the time.
Whenever he flames on, all his clothes burn off. So.
Yeah. It's a fun show. I like it. I just ignore the woke fucking nonsense. I'm like, there's lots of made up stuff here. So if they make up some more stuff, I just make that part of the fantasy too.
It doesn't jump out at me.
Like everything I just said, right?
Making fun of PewDiePie,
like all their powers are like allegories.
Sounds woke as shit.
We're fighting the patriarchy and the white man every step of the way, man. Like with our pussy powers. I mean, it's as woke as it gets.
Maybe you're right.
It's about a black lesbian who fights the patriarchy with her pussy power. That's what the show's about. Now, I like it. And she does it alongside her white girlfriend with the eating disorder, her trans Asian friend, and the white girl who's like kind of evil. Like, we don't know yet. I bet she turns evil. The white girl goes
bad guy is Blinken, the old white man.
Yeah, but we roast him right away and kill two white men at the same time. That's episode 1. We get the two main character white men out of the way. Look, it's as woke as a joke. But I like the show.
Woke as a joke.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I will not be watching that superhero show.
You're lost.
Yeah,
it does not sound like it's my loss. Sounds
Taylor,
like
you have to watch it with me so I know who's who.
Yeah, I'm sitting there like the show fucking sucks. Yes, that's the main character.
Jackie holding your hand and like stroking the top of it. Like, yeah, honey, the show's starting.
Yeah. Which one's that?
Here, have a cashew. Oh,
Not too many.
oh shit.